Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is General Hospital. So with General Hospital this week, you know how last week I told you about how I was really into basically it's Steve Burton's Return story, right? And how it was really looping in a lot of different people on the canvas. In addition to, you know, Jason's core of, you know, Jason, Sonny, Carly, Sam, and even Monica and Alexis, right? But then there's also Franco's story, which will most likely be tying together. And Franco's story includes, you know, Scotty and Kiki and Heather and his mom and all of those people. So and Elizabeth, right? And now we're seeing Ava Jerome. So here's what happened. Ava Jerome, right? Now Ava Jerome saw Valentine Cassadine shoot Nicholas, right? So but this was back when, okay, so when she was like the town pariah, she got on a plane and she went to London, right? And she saw Nicholas Cassadine there, and they met on the airplane and they hung out and they actually got to know each other and they became good friends, right? She really liked him a lot. And then all of a sudden they meet Valentine and Valentine, he was no Valentine, excuse me, and then they go up to the, they go up into this, they're in some Greek castle, so then they go up to some turret. All this shit happens in turrets. You ever notice that? You know, on Days of Our Lives, a lot of that action happens in turrets. I mean, Kristen DeMira fell off of a turret, and they kept Gina locked in a turret. Well, in General Hospital, they went up to the turret, and then Valentine shot Nicholas, and Nicholas fell out the window. They never recovered a body, so Valentine's like, you can't prove that I killed anybody. And, you know, so fast forward, Ava Jerome was in this fire, right? And she got her whole face burned. And she was okay to just sit in her apartment and drink vodka, which, I mean, hello, that sounds like a great day to me. But, and not do anything. She has the money that she doesn't need to do anything, and she doesn't have to work, so she doesn't need the outside world at all. But she kind of fell for Griffin. Now, here's the thing. Now, okay, here's the thing. I was originally thinking that Griffexis, which is Griffin and Alexis, is not going to happen because it's going to be Griffava. So, I can't believe I'm talking like this. It's a little crazy. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't mind Griffin and Ava together. But I think maybe Griffava might be leading to Griffexis because it has to do with Anna was telling Griffin that, you know, her brother is the one who ordered your father to be killed. So I'm thinking that he is going to end up dumping Ava and having a lot in common with Alexis, and then he'll get with Alexis. But that's just me. That could be what plays out. I don't know. We'll see. That's my estimated guess. But anyways, so she falls for Griffin, and she actually then decides she wants to look good for Griffin. Because before that, you know, Valentine said, you know, I was a hunchback, I was gross looking, and then I had surgery, and I look fantastic, and I had this doctor that doesn't use United States, you know, medical board approved procedures. And she was very steadfast and adamant, saying, no, fuck you, you know, I'm not going to get any help from you, blah, blah, blah. And then when she realized she fell for Griffin, she's like, okay, I won't testify against you. And she even signed a document saying she wouldn't if he would get her the surgery. So they ship her off to St. Petersburg, Russia. And there is a guy who was, you know, a victim of a violent crime, but we don't know what that violent crime was. Was he put in a fire? Was he, I mean, the doctor does specialize in burn victims, but, you know, was he exploded with a bomb? I mean, we don't know anything about this guy other than he's dangerous, right? But heavily sedated, and he's in a wheelchair. and he's totally covered up like a ninja, right? So Ava doesn't know who it is. My money is that that's Steve Burton. Now, who Steve Burton is, I don't know. Is he really Jason? Who knows? I mean, I really hope that they don't make him Jason. I really don't. And here's why. Because then it means it feels as a viewer. First of all, they've gone to that well before. They did that with Duke. When they brought Duke back, they said that that guy came back as Duke with the different face. That was not Duke. That was some impersonator. Okay, because, you know, they had the same actor playing Duke. So, okay, I get that. And then also, what else? They did it once more, too. And it's just, as a viewer, it's very frustrating to have years of storyline then written away, right? And Franco is a good example of this, because a lot of Franco's history has been retconned away that he was ill, and that's why, you know, so, you know, okay, that's fine. But like in this case, it would be the whole Billy Miller storyline where he was Jake Doe, you know, finding out who he was as Jason, and then that is just worthless, because he isn't Jason. But I mean, and that doesn't really explain, you know, the memories that he's had and all of that bullshit. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I really hope that Steve Burton is not Jason and they find some other way to do this. So we'll see how that goes. But it's interesting how, and this is good storytelling, is that it is really looping in every single member of the GH canvas, you know, and it gets bigger and bigger and it loops in more people. That's fantastic. I think that's great. Okay, so in other storyline news, Amy. I love me some Amy Driscoll. My new favorite person, Amy Driscoll, is kind of a little bit, you know, sweating the fact that she's got to do this book launch party with Nathan. But Nathan's like, it's so fine, I'll do it, you know, whatever. I'll be out at his Ask Manlanders, whatever, that's fine. And they've actually managed to get Maxie to keep quiet. Okay, great. However, Spinelli showed up, which actually, again, another great use of history, having Spinelli show up for Jason, because, you know, they're very close. So it makes sense that he would want to come and be with his friend while he's in the coma, right? So Spinelli is able to, you know, talk to Amy about Manlanders, but he doesn't know anything about the whole book or anything, because Maxie hasn't told anybody, so no one knows, right? So he turns his head around the corner and he sees Amy hugging Nathan, and then he gets all like, what? So then, of course, he probably thinks they're having an affair too. Like, Maxie already went down this, but she already went down that road, but she saw that when Nathan finally revealed all, she doesn't not trust him at all. She trusts him completely, so that's good. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, what else is going on in Port Charles right now? Jordan and Curtis decided they want to be together. So they told Aunt Stella, and now Aunt Stella's not leaving, so that's good. So she'll be on the canvas still. I like her. I like Aunt Stella a lot, actually, so that'll be cool. Christina, Alexis's daughter, Christina, is... she isn't dating Parker, because Parker thinks that she's with Valerie. First of all, I got to give Valerie major props for making out with Christina in front of Parker, because that's pretty ballsy. I enjoyed that. Because Valerie's not gay, as far as I know. However, who knows? Maybe her sexuality is a lot more fluid than we might think. But in any case, Parker thinks that Valerie and Christina are together, so she doesn't... But Christina knows otherwise, and so we're kind of seeing them sort of tentatively work their way back to each other. And Anna is hot on the trail of these diamonds, you know? The one that they found was taken from some jewel heist in Montenegro. Listen, I don't know. This is looking a little bit ridiculous to me, but they found a way, because the woman who was the fence is a hypochondriac, so she's going to get Finn to help her, and obviously they're going to be paired together, so that's fine. But Steve Burton comes back on Tuesday of next week, or of this week, tomorrow. He comes back tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes after tomorrow's episode. So next week when we talk about the Steve Burton storyline, we'll have plenty to discuss because he'll have made his appearance back on the canvas. Hopefully we'll at least find out at least some degree of who he is. So thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag GH to talk about General Hospital, or you can also hashtag RHOAKL to talk the Real Housewives of Auckland, which I'm going to be doing next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for logging on. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.